The first question I want to ask you is how long have you been acting and what attracted you to the business?
20 years this summer, or right now, literally. I've been doing it since I was in high school, and I realized that it was something that I loved when I was in college, and I was studying business and marketing and communications. I was kind of all over the place, but theater was always my hobby. And one semester I had to sit out a semester because I wanted to keep up with my class. You know, if you're taking all these other classes, because I pretty much had a minor in theater by the time I got through with it. I said, well, let me just focus on my major so that I can graduate with my class. And I didn't do it for a semester, and I was miserable. And that's when I realized that I really wanted to be an actor, and I wanted to do this for the rest of my life.
Okay. So now this is interesting for me because I know your work. I'm a fellow actor and I've watched you over the years. And I've met you a couple of times, and it's an honor to sit down with you. And
Thank you.
I want to ask you this question. You're starring in this movie, but is this your directorial debut?
It's really an ensemble, but yes, it's my directorial debut, and that is interesting. But the actresses in this film and the actors are just amazing, and we all carry the load. So yeah, we center around my character, but we all carry it, you know, pretty much throughout the film.
Yeah, my twin is in the movie, Sean Blakemore.
That's your twin?
Yeah,
What do you mean?
Everybody say I remind them of him.
Really? Okay.
He's a little darker than me, though.
No, it's not that, but I would. But you know what? I can
It's
I
just
can
the
see
chocolate
that.
brothers. We just chocolate brothers.
You know what? Sean is one of my favorite people. So
He's really cool. I've met him. He's a great actor.
he's awesome.
So let me ask you this: what was it like directing a romantic comedy?
It was amazing. Directing in itself, it's really amazing. I've been intimidated by directors because I value and appreciate directors because you're following their idea. They're holding the entire story. They're playing all the characters. Yes. They're bringing you the beginning, the middle, the end, and everything. So I jumped into it because I had a time frame to do the film, and I couldn't get a director that could fit right in that time frame, and I had all the girls together at that time, so it was really under crunch.
Right.
And everybody had been saying, why don't you direct? Why don't you direct? And I was like, I don't want to do anything else. I'm producing, I'm acting, I don't want to do anything else. But I wanted to get it done, and I said, okay, well, I'm going to do this. I'm going to hire a really strong DP, and I'm going to get through these scenes, you know. Yes. And I fell in love with acting all over again. I just appreciate what actors bring to the table, and I'm saying that as a director because it's so beautiful. As one thing, to these characters I developed, and you see them, you know them, they're your friends, they're people that you know, but when the actors say the words and they bring the element to the script, it just wakes up, and to be able to direct that is amazing. It makes me love acting. So
and because as an actor, you get married to your character, the story in your character.
Right.
But as a director, you have to get married to every character.
Yes.
You have to know the ins and outs.
And you just love the characters, and you love the differences. So you sound like a director.
Oh, they're trying to get me to. I've done it a little bit.
A little bit, okay,
and,
yes.
I'm stepping into it more. So, you know how it is. And
It's wonderful. So yeah.
So let me ask you this, and you kind of asked this question, but about what you like about it. We want to know what are some of the challenges that you face between acting and directing in the same film, because you have to go in and out.
Well, some of the challenges of directing when you're doing an independent film is time and money. When you don't have a lot of time and you don't have a lot of money, you have to kind of look at yourself, so it takes a little bit more time, and you don't have a lot of that. So that's the most challenging thing for me.
Okay. Now let me ask you this question. Did you find it difficult to direct your peers? Because these are people that you've acted with before, or just, they're
Yes.
your peers. So it's your debut. So did you find it difficult?
Yes, day one. Because Vanessa, I've been knowing Vanessa since we did the BET movie, Playing with Fire, and I love her, and I played her little sister, and I know that I'm younger and everything, so I felt a little intimidated initially, but once you get into it, it's just like when you're on stage, you're like, okay, the crowd is out there, everybody's out there, my family's sitting in the front row, but once you get into the character, you don't see anybody. So once we got into it, it really didn't matter, because it really was about the work and about the scenes, and then you fall in love with what you're trying to do, and all of that stuff goes right out the window. So it was that way for me anyway.
Okay. Now this is a good one.
Okay.
What's next for Tangi Miller, the director?
That is a very good question. What's next for me? I'm still interested in acting. I mean, I love acting. That's my first love. I am directing a talk show immediately. I've been saying, I'm not going to tell anybody this, but I've been telling everybody this because it's something that I have coming up at the end of the year. Out of this Diva Diaries, I've been super excited about the whole diva-ish thing. So, and people want to know how to be a diva. What is a diva? You know, is it all about the hair, the makeup, the lashes, the dresses, the color? But it's, you know, it's really the spirit, and I really want to explore that a little bit. So I've got some major divas in Atlanta that I want to sit down and have this conversation with, and then we hope to help support women and bring these kind of women, you know, people who want to know, you know, how you get the look, how you get the attitude, just kind of let them know, because women are looking for that.
Okay. Now, what's your favorite thing to do in Chicago?
God, I don't know if I had time to. My favorite thing to do in Chicago, I'm not sure that I've had time to actually think about that, but so far what I've been enjoying is walking around and just looking at the buildings. Okay. I'm not a northerner, I'm a southern girl at heart, even though I'm from Miami. Miami is kind of like, it's the South, but it's not really, you know. But I like the trees and I like the space, and I definitely like the ocean. But when I think of a major city like a New York or Chicago, I lean towards Chicago because it's clean, the people are very direct, the food is delicious, and I can get around. And you know, you can ask anybody anything, and people really will tell you what they feel. So I guess I like the people, and I like walking around. I feel like I'm in a big city, you know. But it's clean, you know, and it's easy, and it has a little bit of a southern thing going as well, and then I can find good food. So
okay, so something I want to do that I thought would be kind of cool to do with you, is just so people can get a little feel of who you are as a human being.
I'm getting nervous.
As a person. I came up with what I call the speed round, the Be Symbolic speed round. So be symbolic. That's my term for being deeply rooted stimulates growth. So whatever you want to do, it's up to you, right? Okay. So I got this little thing I wanted to do with you, and here we go. All you have to do is answer the question. Say which one is you, okay?
All right.
Frosted Flakes or Cocoa Puffs?
God, I'm both. I love Frosted Flakes, and I like Cocoa Puffs when I'm not eating Frosted Flakes. So I would say I like Frosted Flakes best, but I like Cocoa Puffs as a break.
Okay. Okay. Harold's Chicken or Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles?
Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles all the way. I've been in California for almost 20 years.
Starbucks or Dunkin' Donuts?
Starbucks.
Of course, right?
Yes.
Nike or Adidas?
Nike.
Okay.
I'm not offending anybody. Go ahead.
Well, just really quick, tell everybody the name of your movie that you're producing, directing, and co-starring in, and how they can see it. Okay,
Diva Diaries, and you can see it tonight at 8:30 at the Gene Cisco Theater. It's 8:30, about 84 minutes. So come on out and support us, and you can find me at Tangi Miller _ Tangi _ Miller on Instagram.